The amazing Transmute Pictures. So excited to have you guys on. Thank you for popping on at 11 p.m.
Yeah.
And they were saying, is that Alex? There was someone on there that looked like me.
Was it the rebel trooper?
It was one of the rebels. Yeah.
Yeah.
With a mustache.
Fernando. It was Fernando.
Should we tell them? Should we tell them it was I was in
I mean,
it?
it was you. It was totally
Yeah,
you. What am I
it was
saying?
me, dude. We should let them know.
I mean, you know,
Cat's out of the bag.
anytime you go to the ar now or at the club or something, you've got to have that clip queued up to be like, "Look, I'm in a big Star Wars."
It's like, you guys see this?
I've been wanting to tell you that you have like a great voice. Like your voice is so like crisp. I don't know how to.
You know what's scary when a woman tells you that? That means she's saying you got a good voice, but you're very ugly. So maybe you should be on radio and not on TV.
Radio,
Yeah, you got one thing going for you.
No.
Even try to converse with those types of people.
Whoa.
I'm a simple man making my way in the galaxy, like my father before me. The armor was my father's, now it is mine. Polynesians far.
But I just like how would they even cast like a live action like Wrecker, you know?
I don't know.
Like you can't, right? I feel like
the Rock Johnson. Like, oh, it's such a beautiful day here on Alderaan in the year. When did that moon get hit? That's no moon. That's just space station.
Obi-Wan's just there.
I've read some crazy crosshair theories. My favorite one is that, my favorite one is that he's Snoke, and like someone on Reddit did all this like hyper analysis with his face. And
that is wild.
You mean he's not Mike Pence? Dude,
that was
when
so
I saw
funny.
that I died. I couldn't stop laughing.
I can't look at him the same now.
Wow.
Yeah, go get set up, champ. Me and Zach will just talk about nonsense.
We'll hold down the fort.
All right, Zach. So this is what's gonna happen, man. So you know that cat girl that's on this chat? Yeah. So for next week, I don't think we're gonna have her on, dude. Don't tell her, but I don't think we're gonna have her on next week.
Okay, bro. Your secret's safe with me.
My lawyers will be hearing about this.
The cat's out of the bag.
The cat's out of the bag. Oh no, he did it. We are really tired.
Why does everybody spell hanger wrong?
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, there's two fulcrums in here.
I can't imagine that being his upbringing.
It's Yoda standing on a chair.
FaceTiming in from Dagobah.
It's Yoda and Salacious Crumb and like on top of each other in one of those like trench coats.
Oh my god, dude. Yoda's standing on a chair, dude, with like an oversized, for no reason, he's wearing someone else's robe.
He's
nothing wrong. He didn't do anything wrong. You're right.
Only mommy.
He did nothing wrong.
He's actually here to defend himself.
I don't like the heat I was getting this last week. Hey, I'm just living my life on that backwater planet. You know, making means ends meet, and all of a sudden I'm trying to get canceled out here. I mean, what the hell is that?
Hashtag free WATTO.
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry, guys. I don't know what that was all about.
I'm finding this highly offensive.
What if the
I'm just
episode's
kidding.
literally called filler episode?
I hope
Yeah.
not. I hope not.
They're just trolling at this point. But it's like the best episode of the series. That would be, but they changed it after the episode airs. So it's like everyone who watches the premiere sees it as filler episode. They're like, okay, they know of us.
No.
What if
That
it's
one
called
got me.
Boba Fett Starship?
Oh my god.
And it's the picture. They were on the stream. They took a picture of X-Wing holding up.
I'm a simple man making my way in the galaxy, like my father before me. The armor was my father's, now it is mine. Polynesians far.
One of the 12 Shakti deaths. Soda on a table.
He's one of the
Yoga on a
boomers, man.
table.
Get our own memes right.
Come on.
Hey,
man.
hey, that's not my job, okay? It's Fulcrum's job. Fulcrum, enlighten us on all of our memes.
The meme
He's the meme
secretary.
generator.
Fulcrum, dude, he punked me so hard the other day. In the Discord, he's like, "Hey, you should invite Ben on your stream." I'm like, "Ben who?" And 6 people were like, "No, no, don't do it." And he's all bend over. I'm like,
Oh.
Queen, thank you.
yes, Queen.
Yes, Queen. Like, oh
Yes.
my God. Queen.
Jesus.
I don't ever want to hear that sound.
You're right there, Alex.
Yes.
That needs to be a meme. Okay, somebody meme that.
Yes.
That's meme bait right there.
Yes, Queen.
Yes, Queen.
Yes, there it is.
Did any of your videos get like not like?
Oh my god.
Do they get
Like a
clipped?
saga. of
Dude,
it.
so it's actually a long story. I was
Give
on
me the
YouTube
short version. I don't want to hear the long.
I'm gonna give you the long story because this is my channel. And
I
if
respect
not,
that. I
I can
respect that.
kick you the fuck out of here, man.
I respect that. See, that's how you talk to geeks and
Hey,
gamers.
there's Meg.
This
Wonder-
is
Who's Jedi Bob?
I think he's a Lego. Like a Lego thing. I don't know. I
And a Lego-
I've
the Lego
seen,
Star Wars
I've
meme?
seen memes. I think he's a Lego Star Wars meme.
Oh, okay. Well, our theories are he did. So now you can say, well, hashtag Jedi Bob, he survived. Alrighty, guys, we are live.
times.
We are back. That was 16 weeks of just clips from having all sorts of special guests on. And the special guests today are the amazing Heroes Fan Productions himself in the flesh, the man, the myth, the legend. And we got Terra Stone back, and we got Shapeshifter, who's the man of many voices. So welcome, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for having us back on.
There are no words.
That was a perfect response.
But we are here. So I reached out to HFP because HFP himself really was kind of one of the biggest reasons why I got into editing and why I got into this whole YouTube thing in general. And on that note, I just wanted to say, hey, dude, look, thanks so much for doing what you do. You're very talented, obviously, and I can't wait to see where you go, bro.
Thank you. Likewise, I can't wait to see where each of you guys go, and I'm really happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and on that note, I wanted to kind of get your we were in the back room talking about the sequels, but I think right now I wanted to kind of get your ideas on what you think about the Bad Batch so far, and I guess maybe the last episode, and then maybe the whole series in general, like what your thoughts are and how it relates to kind of Star Wars and whether or not it feels Star Wars-y or not, or if it's just kind of like you can't wait for this finale to kind of close it out so we can move on to Kenobi, or what your thoughts are on that.
A Bad Batch has been a mixed bag for me. I actually loved the way it started. The premiere was great, and each of the episodes following that were pretty good too. I think the biggest thing with me was just the multiple episodes that kind of took their own side quests, and some of them were pretty good, some of them not so much. And I think what this series did really well was make us care more about the characters. Task Force 99, Echo, Hunter, Omega, everybody, Wrecker, and just solidify their bond with each other, and it really paid off, I think, in the last week's episode where Tipoca City was destroyed, and just everything that happened in that episode. I personally loved last week's episode. I think one of the biggest things that hit me the hardest was seeing all the empty rooms. I think that really that did something for me, because again, the first Star Wars movie I've ever watched, I think I was 6 years old. It was Attack of the Clones, and that seeing
Camino and just Topoka City just empty like that, even after watching the Clone Wars, that hit hard. And the music, I mean, it just everything was done well, and that makes me even more excited for the finale. And yeah, so it for me overall, it's been really good. I've enjoyed the Bad Batch, even though it had its flaws and everything. So that's my personal opinion.
And Mateus, everybody in this panel was totally fine with Topoka being destroyed. I was the only one that was upset about it. And I kept trying to bring it up, and they're like, "No, it's fine."
It destroyed me. It destroyed me, X-Wing. Like
it just snuck up on you. Like
exactly. I was not expecting it.
Yeah.
When I saw the empty hallways, I saw the empty Chow Hall. It really drew me back to one specific moment in Clone Wars when I saw 99 give his life for his brothers.
Yeah.
And it was full circle for me because 99 gave his life, and now we have Clone Force 99. It just came full circle, and it was the ending of an era, and it made me so upset. And I can't wait to see what you do with that because I know you're going to do something.
You know,
It was
I
like
didn't
your
even
second
think of that.
9/11.
You didn't think about that?
I was just thinking of all the clones, but 99, I think that's the one of the most important clones. So I mean, I've already had ideas when I was looking at I was looking back at the episode, but that just adds an extra level of tragedy. I mean, it still gets me. I rewatched the scene a couple of times, or many times actually, and it just still gets me.
Well, I mean, he put the thought into their brains. Your brothers. Just because I can serve doesn't mean you can. You know, we're brothers. We're brothers.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Charlie, for the $10. Always enjoy seeing all your faces. And HFP, big fan of your tributes. The Chosen One, Kenobi, Kanan, 501st. You rock.
Thanks, Charlie. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate the love. And yeah, those videos. I mean, for me, I really loved Kenobi and Kanan. Those were still my proudest tributes. I really loved making them, and I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, Kat's definitely had her share of cries, and I've definitely had my share of cries over your tributes. Like, just honestly, like I was gonna, we were talking about this earlier, but literally, like when I was watching your tribute, and I was thinking, like, hey, how can I make this my own? But it's like, this is like so good. I have to watch this a million times to figure out like how he's able to invoke this emotion, like his edits, his cuts. Well, you're here, just so. They were just they just hit, it just I don't even know how to explain it. Like there's just this style that you have that was very, very powerful, and I watched it so many times. I was actually going through a breakup at the time you posted that video, and I just could not stop like just bawling. Like it was like a way for me to kind of like weirdly like get it out. I don't even know. I weirdly personal maybe to tell you, but it was such an amazing kind of feeling and emotion that I got realizing how much I truly love Star Wars from watching The Chosen One the first time. But yeah, I mean, Kat can probably tell you a million things about how it made her feel, but
half of my channel is me just crying over your guys' stuff. Like it's actually bad in hindsight. Like I cry way too much on the internet, like in public.
No, thank you guys. Every single one of these tributes that I've put out, it starts with what moves me, and I think every single one that you've seen, it started for me what scene or what song moved me emotionally, and I think it roots off of that, and that's where I build off of it, because I think what makes Star Wars work is the human experience and the emotion behind it. And yeah.
I almost wanted to ask, like, what is your, like, I'm sure every editor has their own process, and there's obviously, all these videos that tells you how your process should be. What is your process for kind of putting these together? Because it's obviously, a lot of people maybe don't get the idea. You don't do this kind of work overnight. It takes a very long time to actually formulate your thoughts, and very stressful, pressure, everything, especially when it's going public on YouTube where you have a community surrounding you to really get it out there. What is really your process and your approach, I guess, maybe from the beginning, for end to end overall? Like, can you walk us through kind of what or is it different every time? I mean, maybe I'd just like to hear your thoughts on that.
It's evolved over the years, but I think for me, one constant has been the music. It all starts with the music.
Freaking John Williams.
everything that you've seen so far has always started with the music, and it's built off of that, because again, like X-Wing said, it, you know, John Williams, I mean, that for me, yeah, he's one of the best, my favorite composers. But yeah, the music, and I would listen to it, or whatever song that would come my way, I would latch onto the one that kind of moved me emotionally the most, and that I would go, okay, what scene, like what scene does this remind me of from the movies, or it could be a moment, or you know,
yeah, like you feel it.
Yeah, you feel it,
yeah.
and then I match it up with a moment from Star Wars, or from a movie, or from whatever movie, and that's what starts the video.
Do you? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah, no. I mean, and from that point on, it just slowly builds, and I have my own way of organizing footage and everything. But I think, to bottle it down, it's mostly like, how can I carry this from beginning to end, and not have it too rushed, too slow. That's been a challenge for me over the years. But tell a story cohesively and clearly. But it just all goes down to the music. That's the foundation.
Can I roll back for just a half a second? What you just said.
Yeah.
Tell the story cohesively and clearly. The reason why, so not a huge fan of the sequels. I don't know if you know that. I'm just gonna put that out there. Not a real big fan, but I had said this to you earlier when I watched your video.
What's up, Chase?
I never get emotional when I watch anything sequels. Honestly, when Luke passed, when I was watching it in the movie, I didn't really feel it. Even when Yoda struck down the tree and was doing all this stuff, and even when he said it in the movie, when he said failure is the greatest teacher, I didn't really feel it. But when you cut the stuff together in that moment, and Yoda said to Luke, failure is the greatest teacher, I lost it. I was like out of my mind, inconsolable, just like, this Star Wars, man. This is what we want to see in Star Wars, man. I was out of my mind, just like, it felt like Star Wars when you cut it that way. And so I just appreciate what you do when you understand the overarching feel of Star Wars. And when you cut these things together, the emotions that you bring out of people when you make these cuts, it just fits. And yeah, it drew tears out of me, which is not easy to do, man. Like, I'm not a crier guy, you know?
Same.
Thank you.
It's just beautiful.
Yeah, it's you know, the last Jedi for me was a mixed bag for me, for sure. You know, there's a lot of feelings without getting too much into it, but I knew from the start of making The Greatest Teacher Failure was, listen, everything, even though there were a couple things that Luke did in that island that I did not agree with, you know, chucking the lightsaber behind him, and the green milk scene. I mean, those were the only things that I didn't like, but everything else in the island, I did like. I knew that when I was making The Greatest Teacher Failure that I wanted to show that there was a connection between Empire and The Last Jedi. There was a connection with what Yoda warned Luke about. And even after Return of the Jedi, the lessons he learned there, he still had the hubris and the flaws of the Jedi teachings with him for 30 years. I mean, a lot happened. We don't know what happened in those 30 years, but I wanted to connect those two things with that video.
Yeah, I wanted to say with that comment that Captain Rect left, it's the attention to detail that I think you had in your tributes that really kind of inspired a whole kind of niche, in essence, kind of, and also like really separated you from all of the other tributes that really kind of set the standard. So that's something I would say is definitely what really made you. Because I remember, I mean, I like, we kind of started around the same time, and I remember watching your channel go from like 800 to like 10,000 in what, like a week or something, or like 2 days or something like that. It was crazy.
Yeah, after the Chosen One, that was it, and I wasn't expecting it. I just knew that I had to make it, and then I just seen Rogue One, and I was fired up with the Vader scene and all that stuff, and I'm like, okay, I want to finish this. and then I put it out, and then the next thing you knew, it just the rest was history.
Yeah.
So, and then that's when I decided to make a Luke tribute, and then it just went on from there.
When it's the Polynesian Spa tribute coming.
I'm laughing at this for like 5 minutes. Like,
we're gonna have we're gonna have Shapeshifter step in to do voiceover work, and me and HFP are gonna collab on this tribute.
You know what? Yeah, let's do it. And maybe Zach can join in. He can be Watto, and then Shapeshifter.
Watto and Bubba visit the Polynesian Spa.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, HFP, try something new.
Stop! It's almost
Oh my God! Polynesian Spa. Actually, Shapeshifter, can I ask you a favor?
Yes.
Can you say, Zach? We need him to say something for our outro. Should he say like subscribe to ADHD or something? What should he say?
I don't know.
It would have to be a bounty hunter thing.
Here, man.
Like and subscribe.
It would have to be a bounty hunter thing. Like
something creative.
Subscribe to ADHD.
Oh,
worth it up to me.
If you don't subscribe, there's always room for one more in the cargo hold.
Oh, I like that.
I was actually thinking that exact same line.
Do it.
If you don't subscribe to ADHD, there's always room for one more in the cargo hold.
That was amazing.
Chris.
I love
Somebody
it.
clip that. Clip it.
Fulcrum.
Subscribed. Jeez.
Fulcrum, where are you?
Oh,
he's here.
Sorry.
Fulcrum is
Better
here.
subscribe,
Am I subscribed? Am I subscribed?
Yeah, even I'm double checking like
Watto tribute.
notifications.
Next week, I'm going to need to borrow your helmet.
See you.
I've got a view.
Dude, X-Men, your helmets, man. How many do you have, by the way?
Oh, speaking of helmets,
all of them.
Oh yeah, you got a.
Did HFP just ask me how many helmets I have?
Oh.
We're going to be here a minute.
Oh, look at you.
No, it's just my heart is bolstered right now. That was a serious question. Too many.
I thought about getting me one of those.
All right, for the rest of the stream, he's gonna have to have the.
It's the wrong character, you idiot. What are you doing?
You trying to say that all Mandos look the same?
Yes.
Whoa,
yes.
bro.
I'm exactly saying right.
I like the helmet.
Where did you get that?
Wish app.
I sent it.
All right, keep your secrets.
Keep your
Frodo. All right, Frodo.
Cat, we got to get on Lord of the Rings stuff, dude.
What was that?
Where did you
Where
get
did you
that?
get the helmet from?
Oh, this girl that I'm seeing is like a huge Star Wars fan, and she has she has a Bo-Katan helmet too. She let me borrow this for today. It's like super sweet. Yeah, she has like a way bigger collection than I have. This is my collection.
So
right here.
When are you proposing, my guy?
Mateus, are you like dying for a particular helmet?
That's a great question. You have Boba, right? You have Boba Fett's helmet.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
How many do you have?
All of them.
Helmets?
That's
single
all
one.
of them.
Oh my god, he's counting.
As he doesn't count.
Only 9.
Oh, that's
Only 9.
Oh yeah,
really
only
good.
that's
Not even double digits. That's nothing.
It's honestly not that bad. I have some duplicates, but 9 original copies.
Do you have a favorite helmet out of your collection?
Yeah.
And
It is.
Elaborate.
I don't want to tell you. So here's the problem. I'm basing it off of fit. So the Black Series Din Djarin helmet is like, it's cozy. Man, it's nice. It fits nice. When you turn it upside down, there's like welcome LEDs, and then you stick it on your head, and it fits just like a dream. And the LEDs turn off, and you can just see perfectly, and there's a flashlight on the side of the head. That's the best helmet Hasbro's made, 100%.
They should
when it comes
sponsor
to
you.
like exterior look, I love my 501st.
Oh,
I love my Phase 2 501st. Yeah.
Gorgeous.
It's just a nice helmet. I like it.
Holiday special edits.
Dude, when I put it on my head,
Good luck with that.
When I put it on my head, the visor is like up here.
Wow.
I can't see out of it.
Jeez.
It's
Oh.
made for an Asiatic individual.
Oh, I totally thought that was my phone for a second.
That was
Got all
me.
stressed out. I hate that noise. It stresses me out. Oh God.
Seriously though,
Like the
Mateus,
worst
are
noise
you
ever.
like dying for one particular helmet? Is there something you want badly?
Vader
Rex.
helmet. Ooh, Rex helmet is pretty
Do you
sick.
have one? Or even Vader? I mean,
Is that
I'm
a real
both.
question? Do I have a Vader helmet? Is that a real question?
Oh, well, I mean, obviously you have Vader. You gotta have Vader. But I was wondering if you had Rex's helmet.
I have one on basically layaway with a company
Oh.
called Kybercraft from Russia, and it's gonna take a long time to get here. Yes. Yeah.
No, that's completely understandable. I mean, layaway. I can imagine the demand for.
It's a $375 helmet,
Oh,
which is a lot of money, and I just paid
Yay.
$330 for the what's the Mandalorian Death Trooper scene? Sideshow Collectibles just released the Luke that's like crushing the Death Trooper, and he's got the saber in his hand. I just put that thing on layaway for $330, and it's gonna cost me.
Oh
I
my
have to
Lord.
have it.
Obviously.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
I mean, I could never. I mean, if I buy one, then before you know, I have 10, and then I'm bankrupt. You know, it's like-
So Mateus, I would love nothing more just to send you like something in here, just from like a Star Wars collector, just something that would be fun just for you to have and be like, oh, that was that crazy kid on the stream.
Are you serious? Really?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
Absolutely. I'll sign it.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely, yeah. Do it. Send me the catalog. Yeah, I'm sure you have like loads
I'm
of
doing
stuff.
I'm
Like
doing
a branded
room tour
X-Wing
video.
catalog.
He'll take it all.
There's a lot in here.
I'll take it all, and then like your background's completely empty.
Give me your like favorite time in Star Wars. What's your favorite time in Star Wars? If you could pick like a 3-hour period in the entirety of Star Wars, what would it be?
Oh, that's a tough question. I mean, it's either the time in the Clone Wars or the time right around Episode 4, like A New Hope.
The Clone Wars was like longer than 3 hours, though.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's for sure. I have to get back to you on that one.
Okay.
That's a good question. I'm gonna get back to you.
You can't commit.
Get back to me. Get back to me.
There's
Yeah.
just so
It could
many.
be, I mean, it could be a duel. It could be a battle.
Oh.
It could be.
No, the other one, the one below it. He.
Resistance.
Not gonna lie, I
Yeah,
forgot about resistance.
The Rose Tico bust is on the way.
Where Rose and Finn go to the place.
Canto Bite.
Alice leaving us again.
And we learned that animal cruelty is a bad thing. Like, oh Jesus, who knew that? Like, very.
Yeah.
We free the animals, but we don't free the enslaved children.
Comes out at midnight, like every other time.
I know. Why
love
do
you,
we get
Jonathan.
this? We get this every week. It's, guys, it comes out at the same time.
I'll let you know.
We're all
we should link
powerful.
up.
T Money said X-Wing still needs to get an Omega helmet. She doesn't have a helmet.
That's the joke.
Exactly. We were joking about this.
That was the
last
joke.
week.
Like, you have a makeup artist that just gives you her face.
I'd probably
and,
buy
and then
it.
we made like a weird like Halloween joke.
It's just
and
my
then we were
face
like,
on a helmet.
No. Disney's gonna replace Boba Fett with Omega eventually.
Oh, that's right.
Mantle.
Don't you dare.
Oh,
Because
God,
then he's
I
out of
love
a
you.
job.
Oh, shapeshift, your one-liners are too good.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm quiet, but when I say something, it's usually for comedic
Wait.
relief.
Exactly.
Click the wrong thing. Chat's going too fast.
You know, we should have a scene
Yeah.
where Boba Fett walks into Watto's shop, and then
Should.
and
Just
Boba's
improv
trying to
it.
look for. He's trying to get something. I guess, and then Watto offers him an odd job, so he can get.
What's up, Miguel?
Kind of like, huh? Yeah, it's kind of like Hunter and his squad, 99, his relationship with Sid. It's kind of like what Boba Fett is to Watto, if that ever happened.
There's this blonde kid that got away from me a few years ago. I need him retrieved.
Oh my god.
That would be dope. That would be pretty cool. Are you
What
guys
do you guys
excited?
predict? Oh,
Yeah, for the Bad Batch finale.
yeah, we're just gonna. We're in the same
We're in the
wavelength,
same
right?
headspace. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you
What do you
guys-
guys? Any predictions for tonight for the episode?
Well, it's like you were
Any
saying, the
predictions?
showrunners on Twitter have really been hyping it up.
I
like,
know.
all the past 24 hours. So I'm trying to just go in with no. Honestly, I had predictions. I feel like they are all implausible at this point.
Yeah.
Like, I know there's still the talk of Vader or somebody showing up, but I really don't think it would make sense if he were to appear.
This
I
is
feel
what's
like
gonna
there's no
happen.
way Vader's gonna be there.
No,
Yeah.
but this is what's gonna happen. There's gonna be like this really emotional scene. Someone's about to die, and all of a sudden Sid's gonna roll up and be like, "Hey guys, I got another job for you," and it's just gonna cut,
that's really
and that's gonna be the end of the
Oh
season.
my gosh.
That's a good
I
question to ask. You
pray
guys think anyone's gonna die in this episode?
Rampart's
hope-
gonna die.
No. They're just building him up to be good.
I know. I like him.
He blew up
I
in
do like
Kamino,
him.
so I mean, he can, fall in the ocean for all I care.
I just hope Wrecker is okay.
He just trips and falls out of the Star Destroyer.
I hope Wrecker's okay. And
Yeah, which one of them are gonna?
Yeah.
No, someone has to die. I feel like someone.
Maybe Echo.
I think
Don't
either
you say that. He already got blown up.
I think Crosshair or Hunter might bite the dust. I
No
hope not.
way.
They can't
I-
kill
I
Hunter,
don't
can
know.
they?
I don't think
He's kind
Hunter,
of
but yeah,
My lord, is
I-
that legal?
that would be pretty surprising if they do that.
Is that illegal?
Okay, so
I will
Cat,
make it legal.
Oh, how long is it gonna be?
this is still waiting for you, Cat.
Oh,
That's a good question.
Wow.
Well, if it's, I
Oh,
reckon. it'll-
sick.
No way.
No, this is like it's a stunt saber. This is it's a wall piece.
Oh, okay. So it makes no sound.
You remember when I was like, "Hey, can I send this to you?" Like, no, don't send it to me. Just say, "Hey,
I
send it to
still
me,"
have that
and then I'll send it to you.
mentality. No, you're too nice. You literally give away so much stuff. I couldn't accept it.
I would,
So
I
much
would
stuff.
love that. I actually am
But-
in need of a new lightsaber.
Don't forget,
Give it
it
to
can
HF.
change colors. So whatever feeling you want, you can change colors. You want it?
That's what I like.
You
It's
want
like a,
it?
it's like a
Right.
mood light.
What's going on here?
It'll be my new
So-
night light.
So I will send this off to you, and then
Tell you what, when I finally get, we can maybe make an arrangement because I owe you your X-wing piece still.
Still waiting on that.
All right, I'm a little backed up right now. I got a lot going on. But
She has to do her
I-
laundry, guys. Leave her
What are
alone.
you doing on here, Cat? Go do the
Sure,
laundry.
sure.
Take
Yeah,
care
you have
And then I
laundry
have-
to do, Cat.
I have chores to be doing.
And then for hero fans, just because you have inspired so many emotions inside my body, I have 2 master replica collectibles you could mess around with. One I ordered by mistake. I was going to give away for 1,000, and I boofed up. I ordered the wrong thing. Who do you like better, the dark or the light?
Ooh.
Don't say the wrong
Dark.
thing.
I'm gonna go dark.
Good.
You gonna go
Yeah,
dark?
That's a good choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Nice
I have
choice.
a
Correct answer.
I have a 0.45 master replicas Darth Sidious saber.
Oh my goodness.
That was supposed to be my 1,000 giveaway, but I appreciate you and everything that you do, and I've been watching you for so long, man. I really appreciate everything you've done. So if I can send this to you, I think that would be sick. It's a Darth Sidious master replica as it comes with the whole ticket and everything. If I could give this to you, I think it'd be super awesome. I'll sign it.
Dude, thank you. I really appreciate it. I was not expecting the Darth Sidious.
Dude,
that,
it'd be so cool.
that
There was a
is- that is
Yoda
cool.
too, but it's the Best Buy exclusive, unfortunately.
Dude,
but
that's
it's really
amazing.
pretty, man. Yeah, and it comes with the paperwork and the stand and everything. I think it'd be cool.
Thank you.
You know who
thank
else
you.
wasn't expecting that saber? The Jedi Masters that went to arrest him.
Oh, you're
Got him.
Cool,
Hey,
man.
my boy,
All right.
my
I'm
boy
gonna
Kit
set this
Fisto
aside.
lasted like 5 seconds though. Just let that be known.
Okay. Anyway, so how long will this episode be? Let's make predictions.
I reckon it's
29
going to be
minutes.
around. Yeah, I reckon it's going to be similar length to part 1. That's my guess. So yeah, 26, 29.
Are we counting credits?
No.
Okay, then
Alright, so
25.
25.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm with Zach on this one.
There's no way it's under an hour, right?
Yeah,
Well,
finale.
the Clone Wars finale. Yeah, like the Clone Wars finale was like 25 minutes, 26.
I think
and
if
that's
it
still.
were-
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think if
I'll
it
go
were longer, we
27.
would know.
I'll go 27.
That'd be nice.
I'll be edgy.
I think I'll go 30. It'd be great if it was the same length as the premiere.
Yeah, it would.
Oh, that would be.
It probably
That'd
won't be though,
amazing.
unfortunately.
But it most likely won't. Since
They
it's
would
like
make
part
it
2.
known. We would know
Yeah.
by now if there was going to be another like banger of a 60-minute episode or something like
Yeah.
that. I'm guessing like 24 minutes. This entire season, these episodes have been like 20 minutes barely. So
And it feels like 10.
yeah,
It really
they go by
does.
so fast.
And I think that's consistent with most Disney Plus shows where like the credits is like 8 to 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
And then the episode.
Yeah, you're like, oh, sick, 30 minutes, and it's like, oh, it's only 22 minutes, and now we get all these credits.
Exactly.
All right, Shapeshifter, can you do this or no?
I saw the comment. I've already got it pulled up.
Oh,
I've got a test.
He's on his A game.
I
That
did
guy's
this.
got
This
a-
was last
got a
year.
growly voice.
Yeah, this was me testing the filter. So I mean, I hope you guys can hear it. It's on my phone. So
That would be me. Cadbury, at your service. I'll take on any job for the right price.
Wow.
I'm scared.
That is incredible.
That was
it's
great.
so cool, dude.
That's not bad, bro.
yeah, somebody say hello there.
Someone kicking his theme. The
Hello there.
Theme song.
General Kenobi.
That was
So
that was
Shakespeare,
you?
Can I ask you, what
That
voices
was,
can you not do?
I don't know yet.
Oh,
But yes,
Shapeshifter,
that was me. That filter
Can
was
you
a
please
pain in the
say
ass.
another lightsaber to my collection?
I don't have a filter right now, but
Wait, what are these filters? Like, I'm so,
so
dumb. Explain
I
it to me
use
like I'm five.
Audacity. So like these are files that I have saved from when I did
Okay.
them. So I'd record them and then add all the stuff. And Grievous was a bitch.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
It sounded exact though, so
It sounded great.
yeah.
It was so good.
Later, Chase.
Peace out, Chase. Enjoy.
He was one of my first 100 subs, guys. Just so you guys know, I love him.
dedicated.
Before I close this down, X-Wing, I've got one right here I think you might like. It's I did a Rebel Pilot radio filter test.
Ooh, let's go.
It's a short one, but I mean I think I pretty much nailed the effects.
Lock X-Coils in attack position.
Yep.
We're passing through the magnetic field. Hold tight. Switch deflectors on double front.
I'm gonna need those files.
You get that hand away from me.
That was killer.
How do you guys think they're gonna survive the destruction of Topoka City? Because they were in the building when it collapsed.
So I was talking to Star Wars Santa earlier today, and we were having a little bit of a. Actually, we agreed with each other. There's no way that Hunter dies tonight, because who in the world is going to take over the front runner for the show?
Echo.
There's nobody that can take over. Maybe Echo, but he still doesn't have the charisma that Hunter does. He doesn't have the leadership skills that Hunter does.
Yeah, we need Sylvester Stallone.
Unless Rex.
Did you just say Sylvester Stallone?
Yeah, dude, that's Hunter. You guys didn't know.
So here's my thoughts on
He's
this.
Rambo.
If they're gonna kill someone off and they're
You
saying
guys
it's
gonna
very
follow me?
emotional, it has to be either Hunter or I guess Wrecker, because we don't care enough about Tick. Echo hasn't really been too prominent in the series. and then Crosshair's kind of been a villain the whole time. So I feel like it has to be either Hunter or Wrecker, and I'm leaning towards Wrecker.
I'm leaning towards Wrecker
because they've really built up the relationship with Omega and Wrecker. So potentially there could be an emotional scene where he risks his life, or he saves Omega's
like he wakes
life.
up and then risks his life to save them. Yeah,
exactly.
I guess
Crosshair dies.
That could work.
Omega leaves with Fennec Shand. End of the season.
Whoa.
Really, Captain Wrecked? Really?
Dude, these comments, man.
But I was actually thinking, what if Crosshair did it? That's like his Darth Vader moment. Is he wakes up and his last thing is saving his squad before he's KIA.
That would be very emotional, actually.
Can you imagine a whole season of Crosshair leading the Bad Batch?
I don't know if this is where we should go. My name's Crosshair. We should go over here.
Like, no, nobody wants to watch that.
He's got a lot of good ones.
I know a lot of people that like him the most.
Kat, did you say he has a lot of good one-liners?
Yeah, he's got some zingers.
That's not a front runner.
My favorite is aim for the girl or whatever he says.
Aim for the I know, dude, the psychopath.
That was
so
the
awesome.
line.
And here we are thinking that he had a chip in the whole time. Like, oh, it's just the chip talking. No, he's actually
I just
fucking
really
crazy.
don't like that girl.
We might be able to harmonize on that Omega.
Oh, me. I was gonna ask HFP, do you come from a musical background at all, or no?
Not really.
No?
To be
Okay.
fair, yeah. Well, my family is very musically oriented. My grandpa was a painter. So I think there's
That's
kind
not
of that
music.
Well, yeah,
It's artistry.
The music sensibility. I mean, if anything, I was in a band class in high school. I think that was pretty much it. But as
So
far
you
as,
do
like,
kind of have a background. Well, the reason I
yeah.
asked is because it usually takes a musical ear to really find good music that really matches emotion and everything. So I was just curious, like if you had like a musical background at all.
I do. I played clarinet and then the bass clarinet.
No, I played sax.
Oh, nice.
We should.
You wins guys make me sick.
X-Wing, what were you playing?
I'm a strings guy.
Oh, orchestra. Yes, that's right. Orchestra for life.
I was percussion.
Cello.
Hey,
Zach,
we
you
got
look
all
like percussion, dude. Zach, you look like a percussion guy.
It was only for a couple years though.
Well, same here. I didn't play in high school.
Yeah.
But like, I still kind of remember it. So I think
Freaking
you know
nerds.
what? We're gonna start a band.
We're gonna start a band.
The Evil Ewok Band.
Screw YouTube.
Hey man, I spent I've been playing guitar for like 15 years. So
Okay, now we have a guitarist too.
I've always wanted to learn percussion.
Mike Pence.
Just Mike Pence. That's it. Just
Mike Pence.
I think he's saying that's who's gonna die this episode.
It's literally just Mike Pence.
did you not see the rose gold Kawaii grand piano behind me? Come
What?
play. I have
What?
a rose gold baby grand Kawaii behind me.
How
No,
are
no,
we
I
gonna
didn't.
see that?
How are we
Yeah.
supposed to know that that's there? Are we supposed to just?
It's hidden under all the Star Wars shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Why didn't
When
we
your
see it?
piano
Of
just
course.
becomes a holding place for all
It-
of your Star
dude,
Wars.
my-
Fulcrum
God.
plays keyboard.
My vehicle collection is actually on top of that piano right
Oh
now.
my god.
Sorry, Grandpa. I love you.
I think this episode will end on a cliffhanger, or
Oh, 100%.
I
Will they be?
Yeah.
Will they be hanging off a cliff?
Yes,
Hmm.
literally.
Let's see.
Off of one of the buildings that fell over the.
They'll be hanging from the Star Destroyer, and then it'll end.
Well, if
Oh,
they
I
announced a season 2, I mean, they're not going to close it. So clearly,
Yeah.
What about those?
I just thought of a
creatures that-
prediction.
Yeah, those creatures
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that
Oh,
somehow
yeah,
come
yeah,
out. I
yeah,
forget
yeah,
what they're
yeah.
called.
We've got
They
to
come
stop
out of the
meeting
sea.
like this, my friend.
Space whales.
That's literally what I was about to say. Is Tech is gonna do his thing and like send out a call.
Oh yeah.
That's my
Space whales are
prediction.
going to show up.
Yeah.
Bird
so
whales.
thinking about it, I
Sperm
know
whales.
HFP, you sort of rewatched the Clone Wars recently. How was the first season of Clone Wars compared to the first season of the Bad Batch? Because I felt like compared to like Clone Wars and Rebels, the Bad Batch has had a kind of a strong start compared to the other shows. but I haven't seen it for a while. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I think, after watching the first season of the Clone Wars, I don't remember as many. Well, people like to call it filler episodes, and I don't blame them if they do. I don't think there was as many of those type of episodes in the Clone Wars season 1 as there was with the Bad Batch. I think a better comparison for me is Rebels season 1. When I watched the first season of Rebels, there were a lot of side quests, but it eventually built up into something more. And I think that's the trajectory that the Bad Batch is headed towards. And I think I'm a firm believer that even the most, the episode that has almost nothing to do with the main plot still has some kind of significance, and it has to pay off later on. I think that's the way.
As long as it does.
Are you talking about the one that was like 2 or 3 episodes ago with the crime where Sid got her cantina taken over? Are you talking about that one?
No. Well, yeah. I mean, a little bit.
Zach.
It's a bit like Zach.
Like I was saying, I think because that one didn't really have anything to do with the main plot, but I think my theory is that that's gonna be how they get Maul into this show eventually is through that.
I mean, I think that would be the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
New prediction: Maul kills the Bad Batch.
Well, Omega's really the inlet to the Bounty Hunter Guild, right?
Yeah.
Moving forward, because she's Boba's sister.
That's a good point. I wonder if they ever cross paths, and at any point. I mean, we don't know for sure.
Tonight. No,
maybe.
I mean,
not gonna happen.
No,
I don't know.
Not tonight.
I have no idea.
Maybe next season, I reckon.
Yeah.
I think it could be a missed opportunity if they don't cross paths because it's such a good setup. Like Boba having a sister, like that's a big plot point that they can play with.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope they capitalize on that.
And I feel like he would hate that.
Yeah, for sure.
Same.
Yeah,
I think they are
Well,
similar.
you saw it in Mando. Easy little girl. I've heard your voice 1,000 times. You're not a Mandalorian. I never said I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think they might have been around the same. Well, I'm not too sure actually. Where is Boba at this point in the Bad Batch?
Did Charlie just say I want to see him get run through when it comes to Boba? I better not have just
I
saying that.
think he's talking about you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, hey, who doesn't?
Boxing match.
Believe me, we're on the same
To answer
page.
your question, I think Boba is on Tatooine running the Crate's Claw Bounty Hunter Guild.
Boba's only 13?
Oh.
Yeah.
No, we've already had this discussion. He's 16 at this point.
I was gonna say that seems more realistic.
Yeah,
It seems like
he's
13 in
older
the
than
Clone
that.
How old
Yeah.
is Omega?
The train
seems like
episode,
12.
the train episode in the Clone Wars, he was 13.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Wait, so that was 3 years? I get maybe it was. I don't know. Are we positive he's 16 right now? Like that's
Nope.
for sure.
What's the source?
I think
we're
he's
not?
like
Not sure.
he's probably like 14, 15.
Yeah, 15. 15.
He's got his permit. He's
He can drive.
He's
Get
learning.
ready
He
to
can drive.
fly.
He can drive Boba Fett starship.
The Bad Batch go camping.
That was hilarious.
Fulcrum's the man, dude.
This is the way.
This is the way.
I think
This is the way.
I think the most interesting thing about the Bad Batch is where are they gonna end up in relations to the entire story of Star Wars as a whole?
Dead.
Where is the
6 feet under.
Maybe.
Oh my gosh.
But what about Omega? Do you guys think
I
will survive all
know.
this?
Yeah, I know, right?
She's a wild card.
The fact
She
that
is a wild
there is
card.
no presence of her, especially in any future material, and of course that can boil down to the argument that they hadn't conceived her. but-
Cat. No, Cat. Okay, I felt the
Omega
same
is
way
Snoke.
you did. I totally felt the same
Omega
way
is
you
Snoke,
did.
dude.
Yeah.
Until
Obvious.
somebody said,
she's
somebody
fast,
said in my chat, I totally felt the same way until somebody in my chat said, "Why didn't we hear about Ahsoka?"
Mike Zephyrov's new video.
What do you mean? Like in the sequels?
Any of the original 9.
Yeah.
Why didn't we hear about Ahsoka? You know, why haven't we heard about Omega?
Omega.
You know, we haven't heard about them. Doesn't mean that they don't have like a greater impact on the what do you call it?
That they're not still around.
Yeah.
If you rearrange the letters of Omega, you get Snoke. I'm just
yeah, it's true. It's very true.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah, it's right. It's spelled out for you guys.
Yeah.
I am gonna go assume the viewing position. The showrunners said, "Watch in the darkest room." They were saying watch.
Really?
They also said, "Put up your sound."
Room. Yeah, and turn up.
You guys want to see something funny?
BRB.
Or you made cat disappear. Actually,
cat just gets kicked.
The clapper.
Again, actually. Take someone else out.
That was actually perfect. Except Justin is lost.
Did you guys see what the Kenner brothers tweeted out?
I did.
What did they say?
They're kind of alluding towards something very emotional.
Well,
I think they're saying how the...
Yeah. Storm's coming, Annie.
Better get inside.
Like, what, did you find a time machine?
Done it again.
I didn't notice T-Money's math.
Every time I think that he can't possibly say something so funny, like he goes and like outdoes himself.
13 years old.
Oh my god, dude. No, I'm gonna be.
Storm's coming, Annie.
Storms are coming, Annie. You better get inside quick.
Oh my goodness, that reminds me of this one video.
He's 13 right there. There's no way. Look, T-Money. Look, if you want to argue lore with somebody, argue with T-Money. He has won 5 figures, I think, in my community. When it comes to vintage collection, he's won like 3 vintage collection and 1 Black Series when it comes to really difficult trivia questions. So he's saying he's 13.
I mean,
I guess I mean, so how
he
old
knows
was he in that
more than
episode
we
of the
do.
Clone Wars?
Huh?
Freaking 10.
You said that he was 13 in the train episode, right?
I thought so.
I'm gonna be
That
right
was
back,
it.
guys.
That's got to be at least a year before what's going on now. I feel though. So I don't know. I trust
Way
T-Money
after.
though. I trust
badass
T-Money.
old
though.
He knows so much.
He's
What's up,
actually
up to
George
number?
Lucas.
he is George Lucas.
Yeah, T-Money is George Lucas.
Ooh, we
Just
got
a lot
Dos
skinnier.
Minutos.
I need it.
How far between AOTC and
3 years, I think. I think it's like 3.5 years.
The
only
Clone Wars
3?
lasted 4 years.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, 2 years of Phase 1 and then 2 years of Phase
Okay.
2.
Dude, remember Zach? Remember we talked about this? And you were
Yeah,
like,
and no, she didn't. Like, I'm very strongly against the fact that no, she didn't.
I know, but it was just kind of like,
What
oh
the
man,
what?
that's some juicy drama.
No, friggin',
Yeah.
you want to see Obi-Wan's son? Go look at Corgi on Mandalore.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
I was just gonna mention
True.
that. I was just
What
gonna
happened to
mention that.
Corgi?
Corgi Kreese?
We need to like.
Yeah, her nephew.
Cam Snook.
Yeah, her nephew. Wink, wink.
Yeah, Obi definitely had a part in that one. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So uncivilized.
That
Takes place in 19 BBY. But not her high ground.
I think I'm gonna
Somebody's
tune
like,
in with you
I'm
guys.
gonna show you what's.
You're gonna watch this, dude? Nice.
Do
Awesome.
it. No pressure, but it's fun.
No, it's all the pressure in the world.
If Kate Blanchett played Satine, that would be the best.
Hey, she
I
has
agree.
to. If she doesn't,
I
it would be
agree.
very sad.
1 minute.
That's been my dream for so long. I don't even.
Yeah, Alex is like gonna start
Omega
a
is
petition for
Satine.
that.
Are you guys ready for this?
It's like
Not
it's like
no. I
the
hope
Bad
I see
Batch go
mo-
camping. Wow.
I hope we see Moochie again.
Oh my god.
We will see Moochie.
I was just
He'll be in a starship, and Moochie will save
Just
everyone.
imagine Zach's filler episode 19.
Oh my
Filler
god.
episode.
I would quit Star Wars forever.
Camino Lost.
That's the title?
Oh, it's up. I see it. It's up.
Yep. I see it.
29 minutes.
Someone
Who's the person?
All right, peeps.
29 minutes.
What a
That's
joke.
still good. That's still good.
Wait. So who won? HFP won.
28:30.
No, I said 30, so I was close.
Bro,
I think
they didn't do an hour episode. Wow.
Okay, ready? And are you guys all ready?
Wait.
Yeah.
Ready?
Hold on. Got to pull it up on my phone.
Count it down.
Broke.
5,
Right, Gucci.
4, 3, 2.
Go.
Lucasfilm. 29 minutes. Wait, there's no. Oh, it's actually. Oh, never mind.
Here we go, boys.
I really missed the
This is
Clone
the
Wars
last
titles.
we get until Kano Book of Boba.
Why was my phone on?
Was that echo? Oh. Is there an echo?
Is there an echo in it?
Echo.
Dude's a psychopath.
I love him though.
Oh God, I hate you.
Just when you thought you were okay, X-Wing.
Oh my God! Look at it was so clean before. They just cleaned everything too.
They got to reinforce the heartbreak.
Oh my God.
Like, damn, they want it gone.
Ooh.
He does not like that.
Mm-mm.
This is our home.
Oh my god, I thought that was in the episode.
I thought that was part of the fucking show.
Was too.
You're welcome.
You're just gonna add to the episode.
My prediction is looking good.
Oh no, are they gonna like become friends and then he's gonna sacrifice himself?
She's gonna
to-
turn to the dark side.
This is how she becomes Snoke.
This is how she becomes Palpatine, dude. She goes back in time.
You fucking yammer mouse. Shut up. Let's see what happens. Oh. Can you imagine animating that?
Hellfire and Brimstone.
My God.
Or just grounds. He spends the whole episode drowning.
Guy's such a dick.
Stupid little girl. You should have lifted more.
I knew I shouldn't have skipped leg day.
She just shoots him.
There's gonna be memes of her killing everyone. It's just
Yes,
gonna
you
be fun.
fucking clown.
We're ruining the episode.
Oh. Okay.
What's that gonna do?
It didn't work.
I punched the door once.
Damn. Wow.
Oh, the clone theme.
Oh, dude, this is actually really sad.
Stop it.
Hey, at least there aren't any babies in there.
Yeah.
God, this is so sad. Camino, the closest thing we clones have to a home.
Oh my god.
Bro, they're like 200 feet underwater at this point.
We got to make like a Clone Diaries, and Shapeshifter's gonna voice over it.
I will be more than happy to.
Be careful, like
We'll make an edit. I'm down. I'm actually super down.
and deeper.
The worst part about drowning is not having any air.
Logic.
Jesus.
We sure any of them are gonna make it out of this one?
That'd be wild if they just
Oh
killed
man,
everyone.
season 2 is like a completely different thing.
Ooh, season 2 is about Hauser and his guys.
And Rex.
We grew gills. Learned how to swim.
That's Omega's enhancement. She has gills.
At least the smell's gone.
Oh, I forgot to share screen.
Not clear. Not clear.
Maul jumps out.
There's always a bigger fish. There's always a bigger fish.
I just got the Meg vibes.
Jesus.
Yep.
Dang
They're
near exact.
gonna kaiju up in this shit.
This is where it gets real.
Oh God.
Love how we've never seen or heard of this thing until now.
It's gonna be a creature escape the whole time.
I mean, it looks like
it's kind of giving me like Jurassic Park vibes when the T-Rex attacks at night in
Yeah.
the rain a little bit. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm looking
It
at its
kinda
nose,
is.
and it kind of reminds me of a crate dragon.
Sea otters.
What are we looking at, Ewan?
a sea otter.
On this episode, what are we looking at? We don't know.
We're about to fucking die.
It's fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi. Well, good going.
Ooh.
It's gonna be up to Gonk to save the day.
Gonky. Gonk.
Damn, Crosshair.
God, I fucking hate you. Ugh.
And they're dead.
Roll credits.
Just get stuck on the roof of the room.
She's never heard of jinxing, has she?
She does it all the time.
Want to see me tempt fate? Could this day get any worse?
AZ's running out of battery too.
It's a Galactic Battleground sound effect.
If it's gonna be AZ sacrificing himself, that's not gonna make me sad. Like I'm not gonna.
It's gonna be like, oh, I mean, all droids sacrifice themselves. It seems. So it's like,
oh no, bummer. Oh, no.
All for one and one for a crack.
No. The droid. Oh no.
Cue Titanic music.
Someone already predicted that. My heart will go on.
Good God, she's a different kind of stupid sometimes.
What are you doing?
Oh no.
You're not fit to
She
lead.
survives, and it's just kind of like, okay.
If she gets one of the Bad Batch killed because of this,
then it's like,
Spilling
no, now.
Spilling your laptop.
About to say that.
You got coffee all over your laptop. That's the redemption arc.
That was a nice shot, dude.
That was a nice shot.
it's kind of his thing.
Just goes through her head.
I was aiming for the kid.
I missed.
He's like, it's over. She's just gonna go die with the droid. It's interesting.
Looks like they're all gonna make it.
God, they gotta get you one more time with the emotions.
Omega's not the one to give me those emotions. CC's. Wow. You're going to leave me on that. That was
it ended on the cliffhanger.
Terrible. Garbage.
Noticed a lot of emphasis on clone commandos this season.
Yeah.
Garbage.
So what did you guys think?
I was a little bit underwhelmed.
Really?
Yeah, same.
I remember I was like, is this literally just going to be like them getting chased and then they escape and then it ends there? And kind of basically was.
It was like everything was predictable. Nothing unexpected happened.
Yeah. I feel like if this was like the show's final episode ever, I would have been very disappointed. But it's only the final episode of season 1.
Yeah.
So it's like imagine watching like Rebel season 1 and that was it. Like I feel like it's going to build up to something.
That's like a lead up to the. That's like a lead up to the finale episode.
But at least Rebel season 1 ended with like Darth Vader showing up and being like, "I'm gonna go hunt them down."
Just anticlimactic. Like I looked at Tom.
Garbage.
I always need somebody else's
Garbage.
validation. I immediately looked at Tom. I was like, "Was that anticlimactic?" And,
I don't need no validation. That ended on like garbage, dumb.
I feel
so
like
stupid.
honestly though, I have myself to blame, and I really feel like I shot myself in the foot because I went into this show having so many predictions, really thinking it was just going to piggyback off of the peak and the hype that was the final season of Clone Wars. I was like, we're going to see Vader, we're going to see this, and
something.
Something.
That was like a middle of the. That was like a middle of the season episode.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
I feel like they should have just did like a 1 hour and a half finale, like the first episode, and then just they could have did so much more with more runtime.
The pacing was all wrong. Last episode was way better than this episode.
Yeah, it was way better.
Yeah.
I agree.
This was like stuck in one place
What
the
happened?
entire time.
Yeah.
Do you guys
It
think
started
that
strong.
Oh my god, dude!
Do you guys think
I'm
it would have been
pissed.
better if they combined both parts into one episode and just have that as a
I think
slightly.
maybe
I think slightly.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
What were they thinking, dude? I don't even know.
I think they were
What
thinking.
the hell were you thinking?
They looked at the last episode. They're like, "Oh, the cinematography and stuff for like showing the fall of Camino is so good. Let's emphasize that 100 times in the final finale, and just have that to be the main thing."
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
the only
focus on
story
exactly.
beat, the only story beat was they escape Camino, a little bit of a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
That's it. So it's like they could have did a bit more.
The one real positive thing I
Dude.
think for me was the musical cues.
Oh.
The music,
Yeah.
the
was
score.
really good.
The score.
That's the
was
only
phenomenal.
thing from
Yeah,
this
the
finale.
music was
Very
10
good.
out of 10. Also, the one thing that I found really emotional was at the start, the clone trooper.
Oh yeah.
He saw like the fall
Yes.
of Camino. He's like, okay, like he was struggling. Like
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
under the chip as well. Like he hasn't given a
Yes.
chip, but he still, has that emotion.
So
That's
like
like
a 2-second moment in the beginning of the episode. That's all we got, though.
Yeah, I noticed this
Yeah.
too, this comment here. But like it's not that much of a cliffhanger because I think we can assume that she's just going to be working on eventually cloning Palpatine. Like that's
That was the season finale.
I honestly, at first, when they announced
I'm
season
pissed.
2, I like didn't know how to feel. I was like, I don't know if I want to know this info before the finale, because then I felt like, does the fact that we are getting a second season mean that the finale is not going to be that climactic?
Yeah.
Because there's more room to work with. But honestly, I'm so glad now that we know there is a confirmed
Yep.
second season. Because if this was it and they hadn't released that information yet, I'd be really like upset right now. Not
I'm also kind
upset,
of
but like,
surprised that. Yeah. I'm also kind of surprised that no one actually
I'm
died.
upset.
Technically easy croaked, but
dude, nothing happened. Nothing happened. That was episode 12.
I mean, this just goes to show you, like, you can have something that looks beautiful, but it doesn't even matter if the content sucks. And this is a prime example of that. And I guess I could even go over into the video game industry. Like, yeah, games look better now, but if the stories suck, and if you don't have a good story, it doesn't matter what it looks. You can't polish a turd, right?
I wouldn't say it sucked. I would just say it. When it comes to season finales, you inherently expect something greater. And like X-Wing said, it felt like a mid-season episode.
That was episode 6 or 7.
Yeah, I actually had a thought that
it's the same thing.
So it would have been better if they got rid of the filler episodes, included this in the middle, and then just built upon that. Unless, if of course, the full episodes, like we were talking about before, will build up to something greater, that's okay. But if it doesn't build up to something greater, I felt like those could be wasted episodes where we could have had something more.
Something that could have redeemed this for me is when at the very end, when Nalase shows up on that planet, if revealed that the Kaminoans had laid seeds in the Republic so that they could like start a rebellion with their clones or something. You know what I mean? Like kind of how Legends, they had a rebellion going. Something like that. But this just, I don't know. Like I'm not too intrigued.
Is that a rewrite video, Zach?
Maybe. I don't know.
I had an idea.
Somebody tell me what happened.
Wait, go ahead.
Somebody tell me what happened.
You were gonna say something
in this episode.
I was gonna say, I think what probably would have made it a little bit cooler was if that ending, that kind of add another little bridge, was if the person that greeted Nalase was Dr. Pershing from The Mandalorian, but a little bit younger.
He would have to be like in his late teens, maybe early teens. He'd have to be pretty young.
Could be cool.
It would have been better if she was talking to Sid.
Yeah. I was actually really curious. Like, is she going to be involved with Palpatine's cloning for any reason? I think that's. What do you guys think? Do you guys think
almost assuredly? Yeah, I think so.
I mean, this just showed they're done with soldiers, so.
I think I would have liked. I mean, I really did appreciate that clone. In the beginning, how disturbed he was about Tapoka City just being destroyed. I would have liked a little bit, just a little bit more with the clones that were already on the ship. Just their reactions to the whole thing.
That
was the only good part of that episode. Was that?
I wish that this transition from clones to stormtroopers was a little more drawn out. Like it just feels really, really sudden. And I get that makes it seem like the clones are super disposable, but I just wish we got to sit with it a little bit more.
It's just the episodes are just way too short, man. It's just.
I have to agree, Zach. Like coming into the Bad Batch, I was hoping we would see that transition, like across, at least a few episodes in depth. But it was just like done. It was too quick, in my opinion.
Do you guys?
That was the finale.
X-Wing is not happy.
Also, I feel like with Clone Wars, we got like 3-4
episode
arcs.
I'm pissed, man.
We didn't really get long episode arcs in this, apart from
Terra Stone. I agree 1,000%.
What's drawing us to watch? Be excited for the next season.
Oh, I'm a Star Wars fan, so I'll watch it. But you're right.
Yeah,
I
know, but what is gonna
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they're looking at it like in the future where Fulcrum said, when all the seasons are done, you just fucking binge them. It doesn't matter. But when you're watching week by week and it's 20 minutes something, and so you're expecting something for the finale after having basically
give
nothing.
Give us an episode like the first episode of Bad Batch, and then you give us that as a season ender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh, I'm mad. Oh, I'm big mad.
Do you guys still think the clone uprising might happen in later seasons? Do you guys still think
I doubt it. I was thinking that this episode, I was like,
wish.
here we all were thinking that there was going to be this epic clone uprising on Camino, but it's actually sinking into the ocean.
The only other city I know of on Camino was Tamara City, but that's EU. So
maybe they might bring it in. I mean EU for now, but you never know.
I feel like it's still possible in a sense that they were kind of teasing it with the whole clones rejecting on Ryloth and throwing down their weapons. they're teasing it, but I just don't know logistically how it can happen at the same scale that it did in Legends.
Well, do you guys think that it
Fulcrum
already
what?
happened?
He's trolling.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna say, whoa, what did we miss?
I want to check the end credits just in
You
case
can't
now.
do
Fulcrum
that.
I'm on it.
Damn it, Fulcrum.
Well, dude, we even said it
I can't
best in the
hope for
chat
it.
right there. Mando finale was a finale. That was not a finale.
I've never cried like that before, ever.
It's just another episode. I'm so mad.
Just a mix between happiness and sadness and all around. I don't even know. And then
I
that
don't
was just
know,
kind of
man.
like, that was just kind of like, wait, what happened?
Yeah, I had my issues with that Mando finale, but it was miles ahead of this.
Fulcrum, you got me excited for nothing.
Polynesian spa credit scene as well.
Oh God.
And they might as well have just added that. Then we would have laughed and we would have forgotten all about the episode.
Yeah.
Well,
I personally think
it's gonna
that
do it
still
for
might-
me for staying up late.
Sorry,
Not gonna
bud.
do that again.
I'm an optimist. I think season 2 they might focus more on the squad and where they go from here, and less side quests and less filler episodes
agree.
and all that stuff. I think this first season may have been just kind of like a trial run. I guess it started off really strong, and then it kind of wasn't as good in the middle, and then near the end it was really, for me personally, I think last week was far superior than
Yeah, I agree.
tonight.
Like by a lot.
Full agree.
Way
But
better episode.
Yeah, I think if they were combined, it would have been a more wholesome finale, I guess. I could be wrong on that, but the standout for me was the music. But I do see all you guys' points about,
and the animation, obviously.
Yeah, the animation's really good.
And Epic, dude, that's a story for another time. I'll be like, I'll be like, what's her name? I forgot her name.
A good question for another
time, and then they never answered it.
Maz
Kanata.
Hey, Maz.
And for future seasons, they're really planting the seeds of Crosshair's redemption.
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna turn back, to the good
Yeah.
side.
Yeah,
I reckon.
but it's like, who
They're
gives
really
a shit
planting the
anymore?
seeds of it.
I'm glad he didn't. I'm glad he didn't.
Everyone
do
is
it.
so
Alex,
hostile
you,
right
like-
now.
Dude, that just like bummed me out so bad.
Yeah, I'm pretty
You had
bummed.
an opportunity. It feels like the sequels all over again. You had an opportunity to like do something. You did nothing.
It felt like they needed like a 3-pointer and then they settled for a layup. Just like, I don't know.
They're like, this is safe, subtle. We'll worry
Yeah.
about everything later.
We still lose
Actually-
the game, but we lose by 1, not 3.
That's actually a good analogy, Zach. The whole layup. I mean, it's still a point, but it's not as impactful as a 3-pointer. Yeah. That's
Maybe
kind
they
of-
cut their
that's
budget
actually-
for all the shows and like they had like not as many creatives involved and they just were kind of lazy. I don't know. That was just kind of sad.
And I don't know why they were hyping it up.
I think
as
I'm
this emotional
just a
finale.
whiny Star Wars fan at this point. I'm just a whiny Star Wars fan. I'm like, God,
Yeah, I honestly,
you could
you're
have done
so
something
right,
so
Zach.
good.
I wish the showrunners didn't go
Maybe.
on Twitter and get everyone freaking hyped out the wazoo.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
go on Twitter and don't give me hope.
What? Don't give me hope, man.
I've come to the-
Don't give me hope. Like,
to the point
I was
where-
good.
Yeah.
I was waiting to cry. I wanted to cry. And I got like, well, that was stupid.
Yeah, that's why I take everything with a grain of salt. Like all the stuff that I hear about a movie or a show, or like everybody tweeting out, "Oh, this is the best thing ever." This, it's gonna be so emotional, or it's gonna be so bad.
Yeah, and like even the chat is like,
The only thing
Yeah.
they're right about on Twitter was turning your lights off because that was a dark episode.
Yo, Zach, you want to put a poll just to see what everyone thought?
Oh god.
yeah.
I want to
pull
go
it.
like on
Definitely
Twitter.
pull it.
And
I'm
see
like
what
really
people are
curious.
saying.
I'm scared of Star Wars Twitter.
Pull it.
It's a dark place.
Yeah.
You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and
Shaped him. I was thinking
Yeah.
the exact question.
That is true.
I'm just gonna hang out with my plastic for the rest of the night.
I know, man. Like
Yeah.
Echo didn't really have anything either.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
poll
true.
is up.
Like I like Oh god damn!
I'm gonna go with C on this one.
I thought
No,
Shand was going to show up. I was thinking Boba Fett. I was thinking we were going to see like a death of a Bad Batch character. I was thinking we were going to see Camino. Like,
I was thinking Rex.
Yeah, I thought we'd at least see Rex.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna say.
Could you imagine if he just? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I was gonna ask like his last transmission, Rex's last transmission, when they were talking to him. What was he doing?
He had to like dip really quickly, right?
Yeah, something was going on, and I was wondering. I mean, this probably might not be true, but if he was in Tapoca City, I mean, during the evacuation, I don't know if he was involved with that or if he was connected to that, but
that'd be crazy.
What happened to Gregor? Did he return to Rex or
no? They just left him with Sid, I think.
Great question.
Oh, unlucky.
Yeah, how's it?
It's a good story, but no.
For another time. But we won't explain it.
They're like, "Hey, Gregor, you want to come on an adventure with us?" And he's like, "Nah, I'm good." Hang out with Sid.
Well,
he's like, "Who's the writer?" And it's like, "Oh, it's not your boy." It's like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm good."
Yeah, I'm good. I'll set this one out.
Yeah.
It surely has to be in the next season.
I honestly
just bring him back in. That's it.
Wait, what was that first time?
This was a Filoni, right?
With Gregor, I feel like he's definitely going to be in season 2 because I reckon they just can't bring him back for like one episode and that's it.
Yeah. He's with Sid right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What would you guys after that finale? Now, what would you give it like on the whole out of 10?
The whole show.
6.
The whole show together.
I'd say 6 out of 10 so far.
6.5.
I'll go 6.8 out of 10.
I'll give it a 6.
I'll go 6.9 just to one.
Now rewatchability out of 10.
Me just being a clone guy myself, I'd like the whole series, like the whole season together, I'd do about 7.5. But this episode was probably about a 6 or a 5.5 for me.
You know, there's one moment in this finale that I actually really liked was the scene with Crosshair and Wrecker. Wrecker was telling him, "Look, we would have, helped you out if you came to us," and I actually liked that a lot. And then Tech came to tell Wrecker that it's just who he is. It kind of sets up something for later. Crosshair could still come back and help his brothers. I mean, it's unknown, but it's
totally.
Yeah, I like that scene.
It was a great episode for character development, but it wasn't a finale episode.
I feel like that should have been happening
Yeah, like
earlier.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
8, 9, 10. Yeah.
That would have been
Not
great. I think
16.
if they would have focused more on that, I think with Crosshair and Hunter and Echo, everybody.
I mean, there's a lot of shows that have like a subpar season 1 just because it has to build up. But I mean, it's like they didn't really. I don't really know what they built up necessarily. Instead of just throwing in a couple things here and there for emotion, and then it's just kind of like, oh, okay. Season 2 is coming around. I wonder what's going to happen. It's like usually Star Wars is all about being able to theorize and see what's happening next, and it's like here it's just kind of like, I mean, cool. I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens.
I think that's.
Can I ask you honestly? Are you happy with how that ended?
No.
I feel like I was okay, but I feel like there.
Cat's like, I played the 5th. I'm all
I never want to badmouth Lucas.
Yeah, also I was really satisfied, but I wasn't fulfilled.
She's like, I'm gonna get a contract here in like 5 months. I can't say anything.
No, I wish. No, I mean, it had character development, yes, and that's what I've been craving from this show because I feel like during a lot of these side quests, the characters were relegated and we weren't getting any development about the group themselves. So this episode, I feel like, accomplished a lot of that meaty stuff that I wanted to see, the confrontational tension. And I feel like it's good exposition for a second season, but it just, like everyone's saying, it should have happened sooner.
My issue is that with like the season as a whole is that they haven't tried to develop Tech. They haven't tried to develop Echo, and they had all these side missions that they could have used to do that, and they didn't, and it just made them super unfulfilling. And now here we are at the end of the season, and Tech is still just the information exposition techie guy, and Echo says like 4 lines an episode, it seems, and it just feels like they're squandering these characters so far. To me,
I mean, Echo did have that one moment when they went to save Gregory, where he's like, "You guys came back for me."
Yeah, that's true. That was a good moment.
I mean, I could care less about AZ.
They built up Omega to be this like big, poignant part of the story, and then she had no bearing on the finale.
Except for the reveal that she was there when they were being created.
Yeah, without her, the squad would have definitely died off. So I think that's one of the reasons. But I'm like you, X-Wing. I was expecting a little bit more as far as like what is there more, like there's more to Omega. Obviously, and I think they're going to expand that in season 2. But
shame we really didn't get anything though.
Yeah,
I remember
it felt like somebody's like, oh, look at this nut. It's a crazy nut. And they open it up and it's a pistachio. And they're like, oh, look at this pistachio. It's like, well, duh. I don't know. It just didn't feel like, like they were giving us this big revelation. And it's like, well, I mean, yeah, that's not like a big thing. Okay. But what happens? And then nothing happens. And I'm just like, why?
And no, she's older. That would mean that she'd be unaltered.
Yeah, I think that's what they said.
Yeah, so that's why she wouldn't be. Yeah.
Yeah. No accelerator.
So she'd be like Boba. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I think the Bad Batch at the very least made me care more about the squad. I think I do care about them, and this is why I think we're so frustrated. Is because we wanted to see more of what we got in these last 2 episodes. I mean, these last 2 episodes together makes a pretty good finale. But I think the tension that they had with Crosshair, I think we got a lot of that earlier on, but I think it was a little bit forgotten in the middle, and then near the end, I think there could have been more, but there wasn't. I think they're saving that for season 2, but still, it just makes for a little bit more of an underwhelming finale for the first season. So
that's a good point, because I remember watching.
My question would be, what changed between 15 and 16?
I think that exactly, X-Wing. The only plot point with this episode was that they escaped Kamino. Like episode before this was Kamino got destroyed. This one they escaped Kamino. So it's like not much really happened.
Yeah.
It's like the little things. It's like the psychology of the clones, the like personalized aspect of all the characters that we just really didn't get to see. It was more of like a broad perspective with little side quests and a couple things here and there. And it's kind of upsetting, to say the least.
Wouldn't we say the same thing about the first season of Rebels a little bit? Isn't that how it?
Yeah, only for me, I didn't watch any animated Star Wars until I could watch all of it anyway. So I got to just watch through all of it. I didn't have to wait for any of it, so I can't really relate.
I think the end of season 1 of Rebels was more satisfying than this, because the Inquisitor was defeated, and then it did set up Vader for season. It revealed Ahsoka and it set up Vader for season 2. So it did a lot of setup that I feel like this episode didn't do, in terms of hype at least.
No, that's a good point. Yeah, I can see that.
And so what's different between 13 and 14 and 16 and season 2, episode 1?
I guess character development, I guess, is the biggest thing.
What development? What happened?
We also now know that Crosshair is just an asshole.
I feel sad for him. This episode really was gut wrenching. Like watching what's happening with Crosshair. Like I feel so bad for him.
Me too. You can tell that there was some conflict in him. He was really. I mean, he's still stuck to his beliefs, the way he, his worldview, but he still cares about his brothers. So there was that conflict there that you could clearly see. So.
I don't know why he expects the Empire to just welcome him back. He's like, dude, your surviving squad mate literally saw you murder your entire squad.
Yeah.
Lived. Hey. That would have, That's going to be an awkward meetup.
That's a prediction I got, is that's why he's going to come back. So he's going to try and go back to the Empire. They're going to freaking cuff him, and he's going to have to call for help.
It was just a bit we were doing. We weren't being serious.
Anyways, What did the poll say, Zach? I'm curious.
Oh yeah. Currently, 17% gave it an A, 26% gave it a B, 40% gave it a C, and 17% gave it a D or lower. I would probably throw in my lot with the C's.
Same. That's what I did.
Me too.
Yep.
Me too.
Yeah, I would say.
I'm kind of
I
like
would say
I'm kind
C.
of between a C and a B.
I mean, I think that's not to say it's like it was horrible. You know, I mean, the whole season as a whole was really good as far as making me care more about the characters. But I still think that there could have been a little bit more. But yeah, I still think it's a pretty decently good season, first season.
I think if you'd have flipped the episodes and destroyed Tapoka at the end of the season, it would have been more impactful than how we ended. Because
I think you're right.
That last episode was just like, eh.
I wonder if they considered last week's episode to be the finale, the last episode of season 1, and then pick it up with this episode in the start of season 2.
I might have preferred that.
Yeah, because it built up like something new. It didn't end anything or leave you. It's like what the hell, dude. I agree. That actually, I would have liked that. Actually,
yeah.
But then again, even with that ending from the first one, it's like, oh, it's so sad. I want more. So it's like you're just always wanting more. It's not a good kind of wanting more, though.
I would have been less upset about that. I think it's like the lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
It doesn't leave me wanting to know more. If Tapoka got blown up, I'm like, oh, which is how I felt at the end of last stream. Yeah, let's see season 2. But at the end of this, I'm like, okay.
Well, now it's like Book of Boba has to deliver.
Yeah.
It didn't do it for me.
Are they already working on season 2, or have they?
God, I hate being bitchy when it comes to this stuff.
Well, you saying for the Bad Batch?
I really do hate being bitchy like
the Bad Batch.
Yeah, I think it's actually releasing next year, so I would say they're probably working on
season 2.
Yeah, I think it's
I think 2022 is the date they gave.
So far away. So far
Not
away.
really. It's already we're already in the second half of this year, and it's
What do we got for it? What do we have in Q1? It's Kenobi and
Mandalorian.
Mando?
That's like the first thing next year. I think.
Andor.
Seriously, I thought that hasn't even started production.
Book of Boba
I
comes
thought that's
out
what they
like
scheduled it for.
Book of Boba first, isn't it?
Yeah, that's this year.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Everybody, hold up. Stay a while. Thrawn 3, the last book in the trilogy comes out. And then we get I'm sorry, actually, first we get Visions, then we get Thrawn 3, and then we get Book of Boba. After that, nothing is confirmed.
Interesting.
Nice.
Yeah. But we're supposed to get Andor.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Everything.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
I wouldn't be surprised if that comes out before Mando, honestly.
You forgot about Andor?
I totally forgot about it.
It's been in production for so long.
Bro,
what's the other one?
Rebels.
What's the other one?
Ahsoka?
Acolyte.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's talking about Acolyte. Yeah.
That's. I mean, what?
There's been like nothing new on that though. Yeah, I was like, there's nothing been released.
Do we know when
about
Acolyte's meant to come out?
I don't think it's going to be made.
They're in pre-production on that still.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to be
Season
made.
3 was coming out December of next year. Or
I would
Mando
call.
3?
I'd say 2023 for Mando.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
it's
so
so long
far.
because they haven't started shooting yet.
Yeah.
But I think it's soon. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
I remember I made a video about how Mando season 3 was going to be delayed, and then like I got a bunch of crap in the comments from people who didn't believe me. And I was like, look, I'm just talking logistically. Like, if they don't start filming until
there's
this
no
point,
way.
it's not coming out. And then lo and behold, I was right. So
I think some people were saying that Book of Boba could be
Wrong.
like Mando season 2.5. That's wrong.
I have heard that. Yeah.
Rangers got shelved. It's coming back out. Harrison
Yeah.
Newla is going to head up the show.
And the Ahsoka show. When is that coming out? Do you guys know?
That's a good question.
I guess it's
That's supposed to be.
23.
I think they're
It's
still casting
23.
for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would
They're
say that
casting
as well.
Sabine right now. I think that's what I heard.
Yeah,
I did
there
hear
are
that
three,
Oh, this is
three
totally
gals.
unrelated. But did you guys see that Netflix posted a picture of
The
the Last
Avatar
Airbender cast?
They shouldn't make
I
that. They
saw
need
that.
to not make
Dude,
that. They need to
Yeah,
not make that.
they posted it, and I was
too
just kind of
late.
like, oh no.
You guys are gonna hate me, but
Oh, you-
I've never seen the original Last
What?
Airbender.
Hey,
Oh no
hey.
way.
I've only seen like.
Excuse me, what?
Oh,
Me
I've seen
too,
it so many
dude.
times.
Same boat.
I need to watch it.
Just
I've
watch my
been meaning
tribute,
to
dude.
watch
That's all you need to do.
No,
I
are you
well,
kidding? It is the
no, I saw
greatest
you-
show ever.
I saw that you put the Prince Zuko's tribute.
Wrong.
I didn't want to see it yet because I wanted to see the series first.
Dude, it's so
You
good.
must watch
It's
it.
so
Great.
good.
Yeah.
My childhood hero shows, honestly.
I actually think that Rangers of
Pretty
the
sure
New
it's top 10
Republic has
IMDb
a
too.
better chance.
What's that, X-Wing?
Better chance of what, sir?
I think Rangers of the New Republic has a better chance of going to air than Acolyte does.
No,
Really?
don't say that.
Yeah.
They know the hype is real for Acolyte. They know there's so much excitement around it.
It does.
Yeah.
There's a
Mark
problem
Hamill
with
does voice Star-Lord.
Yeah, I never knew that until recently.
It's so sick.
I'm not surprised. Mark Hamill's he's so talented as far as voice acting goes. There's certain characters that I didn't even think it was him that voiced it.
Yeah.
His work is
T Money is 8. He's all check your DMs. What does that mean?
Aw, that's what they looked like in their tubes when they popped out of the water.
And
You should make a post of that. You should make a post on whatever, like
Yeah,
that's
one of those
without
Twitter
context.
things. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Context.
tell my kids that this was the Bad Batch.
Well, anyways, all right. Any last thoughts on this finale that you guys want to throw out there? Chat
Thanks for
too.
sticking with us,
Nope.
everyone.
I'll see you guys next year.
Yeah.
I just
I
that
had
was
a
what a
idea.
letdown, dude.
For those of you that are still here, we're going to continue the podcast. It's actually going to be a podcast now. No more watch party. It's going to be on Sundays. No more Thursday nights. So we'll be able to sleep better now. And yeah, but again, thank you so much, HFP, for popping on.
Yes.
Tara Stone, Shapeshifter. I hope to have you guys on again. This was
Thank
fun.
you guys.
For sure.
Really
Anytime.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
My pleasure.
Thank you for having me on.
And then we'll
You gotta
definitely
come on the pod.
we'll definitely collab at some point, dude.
Let's talk about it. Yeah, I've
Say-
been thinking about what we.
So
can do.
like a big thing with everyone. How cool would that be? Subscribe to X-Wing, subscribe to HFP, subscribe to Terrastone, subscribe to Shapeshifter, and of course, subscribe to Cat. But you guys are already subscribed to Cat, probably. So,
Perhaps.
So unsubscribe and
so
then
unsubscribe from
Good.
Cat and then resubscribe. But yeah, anyway, thank you so
Make
much,
fake
everyone, for
accounts.
sticking around. We still got 18 of you here. It's like late as hell. But
Yeah.
yeah, well, till next time, guys. May the force be with you all.
Bye, guys.